Whenever I tell people I'm on the rice diet, the reactions I always get are instant. You'll waste away without protein, it's all carbs, you're going to get diabetes, there's no way that's sustainable. And I get it. If you just hear rice and juice, it sounds like some sort of bizarre monk punishment diet. But here's the truth. I'm eating over 2,000 calories daily, I'm losing weight, I have steady energy, and it's costing me only $2.50 a day. Now, the rice diet isn't some sort of random fad. Dr. Walter Kempner designed it back in the 1930s at Duke University, and he was reversing obesity, diabetes, kidney disease, some serious stuff. So in this video, I'm breaking down the big misconceptions: protein, nutrients, sustainability, and whether or not carbs are really the villain. All right, first up is the protein deficiency myth, and this one never dies. You know, people sometimes talk about rice like it's basically cardboard with calories and has 0 grams of protein. But the thing is, I'm eating about six cups of cooked rice a day, which works out to be about 32 grams of protein. And is that enough for a bodybuilder? No. Is that enough for a sedentary man? Also no. But is it 0? Absolutely not. You know, if rice had no protein, then half the world's population would be evaporated by now. Plus, I'm not just eating rice, I've got a few extras like fruit and fruit juice and veggies, lentils, which I've just added in. I've recently started lifting weights.
Do you even lift?
And doing cardio, so yeah, I'm more mindful of protein now than ever. And here's another angle. Another part of the reason why I'm doing this is to trigger the FGF21 hormone, which plays a role in fat burning. Kempner's diet was designed to be therapeutic. It's not six-pack optimized, but it's a reminder that context matters, and I'm adapting it for my plant-based lifestyle. Next, the classic. How are you getting your vitamins and minerals if all you eat is rice and fruit juice? Well, am I getting every single vitamin from just rice and fruit juice? Probably not. Let's be honest, that's why I've started to add in lentils for protein, and I'll probably throw in some broccoli or cruciferous veggies for liver support as well. Right now, mentally, I'm just as clear as I was on keto and carnivore. I don't expect that to last forever, but if I hit a gap, when I hit a gap, I'll simply adjust when the time comes. The rice diet wasn't designed to impress, it was designed to heal. And no one in the 1930s was like, hold up, Doc Kempner, let me just get a snap of me in my rice bowl. You know what I mean? It was built to keep people alive and reverse disease and simplify nutrition. Today, in these modern times, with medicine and variety of supplements at our fingertips, balancing things is easier than ever. Now, sustainability. People ask me, how long do you really expect to eat like this? And look, I've set myself a weight loss goal of 100 pounds in 1 year. When I started this, I didn't plan to go full rice diet for the whole duration, but right now it's working. For me, sustainability isn't about variety, it's about consistency. And the rice diet currently is giving me just that. You know, the only thing I was sustaining before was my waistline. So now I've got no decision fatigue and no wandering the supermarket thinking, what shall I buy? What shall I cook? You know, I know exactly what I'm going to eat. And honestly, that's what makes it easier to stay the course. So the misconception that it's unhealthy to eat mostly carbs. And this one makes me laugh because it makes me question nutrition dogma altogether. For years, we've been told that carbs are the enemy. And then when I was keto and carnivore, all people said to me that the meat was going to kill me. There's just so much conflicting information out there, and nutrition debates will never end. But for me, here's what's actually happening. Since switching, I feel just as healthy as I did on a meat-heavy diet. My digestion is obviously different. More fibre equals more food waste, so I'm sure you know what that entails. But digestion for me isn't a problem. My energy is steady, I'm losing weight and without any massive food cravings hanging over me. The carbs aren't the villain, it's what we eat with the carbs That is the problem, and that's a big difference. So here's where I'm currently at. The other day I just picked up a big bag of lentils, and the plan to start testing them in my meals to see how my body reacts. I'm trying to push my protein closer to 90 to 100 grams a day, important for resistance training and exercise. That's not so easy on this high carb, low fat, plant-based lifestyle with the macros that I'm targeting anyway. I'm aiming for 85% to 90% carbs, under 5% fat a day, and the rest protein. So that's maybe five grams of fat, you know, in one day. So it's very low, extremely low fat intake. And the balance is tricky, especially while resistance training. You know, it's a challenge, but I'm testing how close I can get, I suppose. And honestly, that's the fun part. If you call weighing rice and Googling lentil charts, and that's my idea of fun right now. The rice diet gives me the foundation. I just need to make it fit in my lifestyle. So here's the takeaway. The rice diet has way more nuance than people give it credit for. Protein deficiency. Not really. I mean, Dr. John McDougall argued that protein deficiency is practically non-existent in humans. Nutrients. This is totally manageable with a few smart add-ins such as fruit and veggies and maybe a B12 supplement if you're doing this long term. Is it sustainable? Well, that all depends on your goals, obviously, but for healing, simplicity and affordability, it's very hard to beat. And carbs, they're not the enemy, they're not the villain. The real issue is the wave of processed junk sweeping across our modern world. With the cost of living going up everywhere, being able to eat a vegan-friendly, filling diet for around $2.50 a day almost feels rebellious. And this rice diet is about as stylish as wearing socks with sandals, but it gets the job done. I'll keep sharing my updates as I figure this out. Make sure to like, subscribe and drop your thoughts below. I'll see you in the next one.